chances of you finding this video are pretty slim, seeing as I am still honestly so small. So certainly if you found this reading, your team has guided you here for a reason. So today we're just going to be looking at what is your soul asking you to know right now for Pisces collective spirit. What does Pisces need to know? Wow, a lot. Does Pisces most need to know right now in regards to their soul's calling, their highest truth, highest timeline? Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay, Pisces. Wow, a lot of orange here. So, oh my gosh, a ton of orange. So you may have been kind of, honestly, doing a lot of sacral clearing. So your sacral chakra, finding that clarity in your gifts, your talents, your soul's calling, and who you really are. So let's just take a look here. Wow, it's all gold and yellow. This is quite amazing. So it looks like, Pisces, you have certainly been going through a lot of rebirth this year. By the looks of your cards, you're really birthing in to this clarity. You've got Ace of Swords here. This is an amazing, amazing card. This is your sword of truth. This is pure clarity. This is connected to the third eye. This is intuition and trust in self. So you've clearly kind of had to be really honest with yourself this year. You know, where do you truly align and where do you not? And what kind of elements do you need to let go of to truly step into your soul's calling and to really align with your authenticity, your highest truth? So with that willingness to really go within, and all of this hermit energy, this introspection is brought in, oh my gosh, so much sacral energy. So what this card is saying is Spirit and your soul is wanting to say congratulations, because now you are allowing your soul spirit, your highest truth, to shine through your way of being for humanity and for the betterment of the earth, for the collective consciousness, for the growth and the forward movement of the evolving of the earth and humanity at this time. So not only are we experiencing a major evolution in humanity, but you are needed to help those souls who are also going to be going through these cycles of growth and change within themselves. And you're going to be a form of a guide and a marker, regardless of your field of work. Your soul is trying to tell you that this is divine alignment. This is your victory and success. This is your breakthroughs. This is higher authority in your higher consciousness. This is knowing this unwavering, honest, and truthful high honor of knowing you're realizing your truth. And that's really what's birthing the gift. That's really what's being celebrated, not only by your soul, your ancestors, your guides, your guardians, your angels, however you connect, or other planetary spheres. This is all about your new plans, your innovations, and the trusting in where you're going. So this is a whole new relationship with self that you have established, Pisces, by honoring your truth, honoring your soul's gifts, honoring who you are, regardless of the opinions of others, the doubts of others. You've let that go, because you've come to a realization that other people's opinions is for them. It's none of your business, right? So, and everyone's going to have an opinion or a judgment, whether it's in a perceived positive or a perceived negative way. What really matters is your opinion of you and your relationship of you. And so I feel like you found this whole new form and sense of maturity and established resonance within yourself, knowing your truth, knowing who you are, and really a whole newfound form of self-honor and self-respect and self-worth. So this has honestly made you quite unstoppable. And Spirit is saying, well, this is why all of these blessings are coming in now, because of this willingness and all of the work that you've done behind the scenes, in the shadows, all the tears, all of the hard times. And this year especially in 2025 has been such a transformative year. It's all about healing, because it's about the willingness to look within. And it's not easy. It takes immense courage to grow, to change, to remain resilient. And it takes immense courage to be honest with the self and to really look at your life and look at how you are and why you are, and whether or not it's aligned, and whether or not even relationships or spaces, or whether you need to move or switch careers, or just trust in your own innate gifts and your forward movement to share your gifts with the world, and to trust in your own dreams, in your own forward movement. And you're actually doing that. So now you're outpouring. So this is new beginnings, brand new relationships that are way more aligned, that the universe can now connect to you because of your inner respect and your inner authority of knowing yourself. Now the universe is able to connect those true, authentic relationships because you are showing up true and authentic. So major changes, but all for the better. And so there may be a little bit of course, residual grieving, having to let go of what was, or the old self, and kind of, honoring it with gratitude of what was and who you were, and now getting excited about the new and the fresh and the forward movement and what is to come. So you also have the Ace of Cups. Incredible. So Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. This is true abundance, prosperity, and complete autonomy and honor and alignment with who you really are. And that is a powerful element, because authenticity is one of the highest forms of self-love. And to get to that place is immensely challenging, because the world, our conditioning, and how we typically move really honestly conditions us to look outside of the self for validation or to fit in, rather than to look within ourselves to find the validation, and also to honor what is in true alignment and what is not. So because of your willingness to do the work and your willingness to keep going, even through the hard days, even through the doubts, the fears, you have been overcoming and really coming into an amazing emotional stability. So this is like celebrations. This is the fertility card. So whether that's birthing of a child or whether that's birthing of your gifts, it's most likely birthing of your gifts. Just seeing all this orange here, truly majority of your reading is connected to the sacral. And that is your safety to feel like you can express, and feeling safe to express your gifts and share your gifts, and to manifest, and to be passionate and creative and inventive and imaginative, to believe in unlimited possibilities and color and vibrancy, to dance, to sing, to really connect to what lights you up, your passions. So that's incredible, because that is divine alignment. The fruit is not for the tree. Now your gifts and who you really are now outpouring into the world for the benefit of the world and the benefit of those souls who will also need you as that pillar of light, or in your field of work, or to be that marker so they too can feel safe to step into their own authenticity. So the amount of work that you're doing here is quite profound, because it's not only affecting the physical realm in the world, but it's also affecting the spiritual world. So this is really honoring your family line and really bringing back a lot of freedom and truth and authenticity to the family line. So this is breaking karmic patterns and freeing up a lot of energy, not only for yourself, but for so much more beyond you, which I don't know if you realize or not, but that because of your willingness to step into your truth, your integrity, and your willingness to hold sight and hold vision of your true north, and to not give up, to forge through those dark days, through the doubts, through the fears, through all the anxieties, that willingness is what's bringing in all these rewards. So definitely there's endings and defeat here. So very much new beginnings. And that's quite clear in the cards. So with this is finding your new sense of grounding, right? This is feeling safe, secure, and solid on your own 2 feet, not needing anyone or anything to carry you through. Trusting in yourself and trusting in your spiritual team that you are held, you are safe, you are not alone, and you are more than capable to achieve all these successes because they're ready pouring in. It's now. So this residual elements of feeling betrayed or backstabbing, or whether people are talking behind their backs, or whether people, there may be a little bit of chatter around behind you, Pisces, and that could just be people that just don't understand, right? So when someone is not willing to do the work and someone else is doing the work, that can be really triggering on their own soul, because it's a deeper emotional imprint that hits them. So they're like, oh, what the heck? What is Pisces doing? And how and why? Because on the outside world, it's going to look like you just were lucky and all of a sudden all these things came in. Or they're going to say, why does everything work out for Pisces? Or what the heck happened? Why are they having a glow up? So it's going to be confusing to the external world. And that can be really painful for you, Pisces, because you have been with you. You have been doing the work silently. You have been striving forward and doing all this transformation, and nobody sees all the work behind the scenes. They don't see all these long days and this dedication and all of the brainstorming, all of the internal purging and the internal transformations, and all of the hard work that's gone into achieving your dreams, into building, and forging your career from your soul's gifts, because you're now streaming the spiritual into the physical, which is a very, very challenging feat. We all come here to grow our soul and to show up authentically in our soul, but it's very rare that we reach that. So certainly give yourself kudos and just know that there's a grieving period here, absolutely, with the endings and defeat, because you're having to let go of what was, right? So this can be quite painful, because when the people we love, in the circumstances of how we used to show up, if not everyone is going to support where you're going, because not everyone's going to understand it. And so it's Spirit's basically just saying, don't allow this to hold too much power. A lot like judgment, everyone's going to have a judgment, whether it's perceived good or bad. But what matters is, how do you judge you? Because in these cards, Pisces, you have so much pouring in that is in your favor, and a lot of abundance. That is financial stability. That is being able to completely rely on yourself and honor yourself, which means now the relationships coming in, they're just an asset. They're just a benefit, but you don't need it, right? So there is no more codependency, or I need this relationship to feel safe, or I need this job to feel like I'm going to be okay and I have a roof over my head. It's like completely different, where you are now the magnet. Opportunities are coming to you. You now get to discern, do I want to take this? Do I not? Do I feel like this benefits or it's aligned? Is it authentic to me? Yes or no? And it's way more ease and way more genuinity too, because now you're attracting souls that are also aligned with the same vision and forward movement as you, this expansive and higher consciousness. So you have leveled into the new consciousness. You are expanding and growing into a brand new realm, which is not where everyone's going. And it's up to the free will of everyone whether or not they choose to grow and forward move, right? Not everyone can choose that unless they decide to. So it's not about trying to defend yourself. And I think what Spirit's trying to say here is, if someone doesn't understand the why, that's okay. It's not for them to understand. It's for you to understand, right? So Spirit's just saying, really calm in that. And also this budgeting card came through. So you've got the Four of Pentacles. So along with the Ten of Swords and all of these endings, this defeat, having to kind of grieve and let go of what was and where you were, that it's no longer aligned. Spirit's also saying, this is where we need to let go of holding on to people or possessions or issues or deep-seated past issues, you know, like your abundance, you're now learning to let go of even the physical things of what was. And that can be really important because it frees up the energy and clears it, bringing it into all of this newness. Very sacral energy. So this is about really getting clear on your communication, your throat chakra, your mind, your thoughts, and just knowing, you know, perhaps you're leaving a relationship, so you're having to start over. Perhaps you're moving locations, like physically countries or towns or cities or homes, and you're having to navigate letting go of what was, right? So Spirit's saying, yes, still remain, you know, logical, but don't let your mind carry you into a place of fear or limitation because you're worried because it's unknown yet, right? So because everything is coming in, Spirit is reminding you, hold the vision, hold the true north, be mindful and protect yourself, be logical, right? Making sure you have a plan in place so that you can feel comfortable in this forward movement, but to trust in it and not to hold on to everything of what was, because that's what's being let go of, so that you can free up your energy and the universe can actually bring you in way more abundance and way more aligned abundance. And the pouring in can be received harmoniously. So here you also have a choice. So it looks like Pisces, this is the two paths. So very third eye, Two of Wands. As you can see, he's standing out, looking over the horizon, the world in his hands, and he's standing between these two pillars, looking out and kind of contemplating, you know, kind of letting go of what was and seeing this forward movement of what is coming. So it's very much a card that says, you know, the grass is not greener on the other side. Very true. So because you have this choice point of two paths, decisions, planning, this is where you're kind of stuck in the mind, Pisces. So with this burdening of having a hard time to let go, and then with the choice. So here, in regards to the Four of Pentacles and this contemplation, I'm holding on to all my pentacles, but not realizing that there's so much more abundance. You're getting stuck in the mind, throat chakra, the monkey mind of, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? But the thing is you just have to feel and trust into your soul with doing all this work. So it's like your soul is saying, don't give up on me now. We've done all this work. We've come so far. We've transformed so much, Pisces. Do not give up on me now. So I think that these cards in regards to budgeting and choice in the paths forward, the third eye is coming through. And the third eye, of course, is trust in self. So Spirit's just saying, try to breathe and let go of the burden, right? You've got the 10 of Wands here. You're carrying so much. It's about letting go of trying to force things to happen or be. You know, just be you, and then the right things will come in and align. Stop trying to force yourself into environments. You've done that for so long, Pisces, trying to fit where you don't fit. And that's probably why you felt so alone and so lost or uncertain, because, and also why you went through this huge healing and transformation process with all this abundance that's literally about to emerge, if it's not already, of receiving all your awards. Because Pisces, the biggest element here is your grounding, your safety, and your security. So because your foundation was one element of a consciousness and way of being, but now you've elevated, done all this transformation, done all this internal work privately, silently, on your own, it's like, oh my gosh. Because even though change is scary regardless, even if it's for the better, right? Because it's unknown. when you're conditioned, it's a lot like someone leaving an abusive relationship. They can really struggle because they're like, well, I'd rather struggle in what I know because I know how to navigate it. But if they just got out of it, they would realize, oh my gosh, looking back, how unaligned it was, how unhealthy it was. And so it's really important to just honor your soul, your spirit, your destiny, who you truly are authentically, and forward movement in that way, because that's a letting go of these burdens. Like, just let it go. Stop trying to carry everything. You don't have to convince who you are to anyone. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't have to explain anything. It's about you being you, knowing your divine energy, knowing your soul's gifts, your soul's calling, and holding that true north and that belief. Because honestly, Pisces, you are magical and you are needed in the world now more than ever, especially with how humanity is evolving. You are needed. You are being asked to step into that, which is why you went through all these changes, because your higher self, your inner calling has your soul, your spirit has been calling you to align with your soul's and heart's desire to lead a life from your heart, to feel safe in your environments, to feel honored in your authenticity and who you are, to have friendships of people who really understand you and honor you and are in similar streams. So this is very soul tribe aligned, and it's a grieving process even in the relationships that maybe we formed because we were trying so hard to fit into a narrative we didn't belong. There's still established relationships there, even if they weren't the right ones to be the highest good for your soul. So just know that it's okay. Anyone who truly honors you is going to support you thriving. And you should always feel calm and safe being your authentic self around people. So if you don't, and you feel like you hold yourself back or you keep yourself small in any way, then those are not your people, and that's what's changed. So because you're in the thick of it, you still have this little bit of a residual kind of grieving, to be honest, a deep grieving that you couldn't fit where you really wanted to fit, because your intentions were good, your heart is pure, but that was never a true alignment for you, Pisces. You're meant for such more expansive and greater and higher elevated opportunities. And so Spirit's just reminding you it's okay, grieve it, feel it, cry if you need to, be angry if you need to. It's just about allowing what is to fall in place naturally. So then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So everything turning in your favor, Pisces. This is good luck, destiny, chance. This is complete transformation. So this is all turning in your favor. So, and action, 8 of Wands. Look at all this, boom, this forward movement. You're going in the right direction, blue skies. So this is finding your soulmates. This is the cycles of life. You've finished a cycle here in 2025, Pisces, going through an ending of a cycle, a karmic cycle. And you've graduated. It's complete. So this is taking a chance on yourself, right? This is being really, really honest and truthful with yourself on what is for your highest good and what is not, and holding that willingness to remain strong and to continue honoring all this abundance that's coming in, because you now are going to have not only an elevated home, but you're going to have the community, the career, the financial abundance and relationships, possibly new friendships, new loving relationships, or even just a newfound really deepening of your relationship with self, where it's just completely unshakable, unbreakable. It's more so about now discerning, do these environments, people, spaces, places add as an asset and hold my highest good, my highest honor? Yes or no? And then you just move like water to allow yourself to receive the way you deserve to receive in your highest honor. And it's not to say that anyone is, where you don't connect is anything wrong with it. It's just about honoring to stop trying to fit where you don't fit and allowing yourself to fit you so that all the abundance can pour in for your highest good, right? So lastly, courage and community. So amazing. You've got the 7 of Wands. So this is very much standing up for your beliefs. Exactly, Pisces. Pay no mind to the haters. If you have haters, take it as a flattery or a compliment, because it just means you're doing something right. And yeah. And this is all about the courage, right? So this is fighting for your own corner. This is knowing you are protected. This is not allowing other competition or other people's opinions in where they may diminish the high value of what you're doing or who you are. That it just means those are not they're just not for you. They're on a different path, and that's fine. We can honor that and send it love, but it doesn't mean you need to entertain it. You don't have anything to prove, and it's just now you with you. And now, because you've established this true honoring divinity within the self and this respect of self, this worth of self, knowing who you are and gaining true sight of your soul spirit in human form, that's what's taken immense courage. And that is so admirable, but that's also why everything's shifting so fast and rapidly, but you are blooming into a whole new way of being. This is very much like highest timeline, destiny, completely like materialized in this lifetime. So regardless of your age, this is phenomenal. This is complete alignment. This is the beginning of your true life, really, and everything turning in your favor, the wheel turning in your favor. Now you are receiving. Now opportunities are coming to you. Now you are the magnet. Now you are the high priestess. Now you are that high, strong, unbreakable pillar. So stay determined, Pisces, because you've already done the work. So certainly don't give up now. And be really proud, because the amount of transformation, shedding, and healing that you've had to go through to really step into your truth is so hard. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength. And you've done it. So you've just got these final pieces, Pisces. And then here you have community, complete alignment, 4 of Wands, going to your castle, celebration. And this is happy families, coming home. This is events. This is celebratory energy. This is celebrations for your success. This is celebrations for your teamwork, finding that community in your soul tribe, finding the people that actually align with your prosperity. And this is true prosperity. This is true divine alignment. So let's just see quickly an oracle card and see what your guides want you to know, Pisces. Any final advice for Pisces from the guides, their spirit guides, spirit team, for their highest and best good? Just Pisces need to know right now. So Pisces, be really proud of yourself, because this is no small feat, and not many people will have the courage to do that. So just know your spiritual team is definitely cheering you on, definitely very proud of you. So there we go. Wow. So messages from your spirit team, Pisces. You got the waterfall, inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place. Look at that. Congratulations, Pisces. Exactly. Look at that. Just pure freedom, pure alignment, pure heart consciousness, heart thinking, heart feeling, heart willing. knowing who you are, knowing your gifts, honoring your gifts, sharing them with the world, and just this immense outpouring. And so incredible that it's all water, very Piscean. Look at that liberation, that I am. So very divine alignment, and really claiming your place in the world, claiming your place in your soul's destiny and why you incarnated at this time. This is divine alignment. This is immensely celebrated by your spiritual team, Pisces, because you've done it. You're doing it. And that's a very big deal. So congratulations and many blessings to you. Sending you so much love and light. Please comment below if you'd like to share a little bit about whether or not this resonated or where you're going, because you are one of the earth angels, the starseeds, the light workers for the planet. You are here to bring light and the forward movement of humanity. And that is no small feat. That is a big deal. And it's taken a lot of shedding of old conditioning, shedding of fears, shedding of unaligned spaces, places, people. This is no small feat, Pisces. So like the waterfall, powerful, spiritual, beautiful, outpouring, free, just this magical, illuminated light that you are, to birth healing and freedom and heart consciousness into humanity. Very 5D way of being, very evolved. So yeah, what a special reading. Thank you so much, Pisces. Sending you much light and love. Talk soon.